Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Hitman Game of the Year Edition for the PlayStation. This version is available within the new Hitman World of Assassination bundle that released recently. The game is also available for Xbox and PC. Hitman Game of the Year Edition is an assassin simulator game developed by IO Interactive. The game follows the exploits of Agent 47, a seasoned hitman who travels the world to complete a variety of assassinations. This Game of the Year edition includes a bunch of DLC extras from the Patient Zero campaign, new outfits, weapons and some additional escalation contracts. It also features all the base game content with hundreds of contracts and challenges to complete. So, what is the game like to play? Well, if you've never played a Hitman game before, it's all about stealth, observation and being cool under pressure. You get a briefing from your handler which will ID your targets. Then you can plan your approach by taking certain items, weapons and what location you'd like to start in. Once you're done, you're free to approach each contract with almost complete autonomy. Thankfully, the game has a very good tutorial chapter with 3 different missions introducing the key Hitman skills, and you will need these throughout your playthrough. This is an absolute must if you are a new player as well. As I said, the life of a hitman is mostly about observing the level and figuring out a way to reach your target and kill them with as little collateral damage as possible. You'll be concealing weapons in bathrooms to surprise attack a target. You'll be using cover to dodge security, dragging and dumping bodies, changing outfits and using your instinct to ID points of interest. Stealth is the key to obtaining a high score. But if it all goes to pot, you can just kill every witness if you've got enough ammunition, that is. The world of Hitman consists of a training facility, a Paris fashion show, Sapienza, Marrakesh, Bangkok, Colorado, and a medical facility in Hokkaido, Japan. Now, these levels are huge and intricately designed. They offer an abundance of possibilities in terms of how you intend to eliminate your target, whether that be sabotaging the environment, luring targets to quiet spots, or just perching on a balcony with a beautifully timed sniper shot. The choice is yours.
This should help you narrow the search down a little. This might be tricky to That wasn't one of your targets, 47. Something in the doctor's notes.
Now, the base campaign, I would say it's good, but it is pretty short to be honest, consisting of only 6 missions, which can be cleared quite easily, I would say, within a couple of days. But the game does offer replay value for those who want to increase their mastery level, which in turn unlocks new starting gear, new locations that you can hide things in, etc. The thing that sets Hitman apart from other stealth games is the pure freedom of choice, whether you're a silent assassin or a John Rambo wannabe.
Stop it! Put your hands over your head.
It's also worth mentioning Hitman felt like a return to the roots of the franchise, whereas the previous 2 titles, Blood Money and Absolution, were a bit of a departure. Here it's more faithful to the pure contract-based Hitman games, and it doesn't try to turn it into kind of a narrative story. Finally, on gameplay, let's run through the Game of the Year edition content in full. So you get the base game, which features 6 campaign missions, including a few more bonus episodes that change the location's time of day. You've got the Sarajevo 6 campaign, which again is 6 missions, 1 in each region, with targets that are war criminals. Patient Zero campaign features 4 contracts with some really varied and cool activities to complete, including an amazing finale. What a level that was. And as well as these campaigns, you've got a huge array of escalation contracts that get harder with each phase, contracts that are created by the community, and you can even make up your own contracts. Factoring in all these missions, it makes for a really huge challenge with plenty of replay value as you try to learn and master each location one at a time. In terms of graphics, the real world locations are beautifully crafted and you'll be exploring stunning Italian coastlines, densely populated North African towns, and a luxurious Bangkok hotel. The character models, I would say, are pretty solid. The ragdoll effects are eerily realistic at times, but also do glitch out. And on the whole, I would say it's very polished and very detailed in terms of its graphical experience. In terms of the sound, music, very strong, and it really is kind of an atmospheric music that changes depending on what's happening. The voiceover work for Agent 47 and the supporting cast, I would say, are very good. But, you know, the NPC chit-chat, perhaps that's not on the same high standard, and that all felt a little bit camp, a bit OTT, but it does serve the purpose of giving you intel about what's going on in the level. Okay, good and bad points. The good points: the freedom to approach the contracts in your own way is fantastic. The level design is both intricate, complex, and beautiful. This edition features additional missions that add replay value. The more time you spend playing, the better you'll become, and each region has so many hidden possibilities it makes a second playthrough well worthwhile. Bad points: the base campaign is very short. With only a few main locations, it can feel a bit repetitive. Okay, what is the verdict? Hitman Game of the Year Edition is a great package with huge amounts of contracts, beautiful locations to explore, and is a real return to form for the Hitman franchise. The way you can take on each contract in your own style is really liberating. Being stealthy, observing your target before you strike makes you feel like a kind of an undercover agent, and the game on the whole gives off a very much James Bond vibe. I love the Hitman franchise, but you know, Blood Money and Absolution kind of went down a blind alley and it kind of turned me off the series. But this Hitman reboot, it did what it needed to do to take it back to where it should have been. So if you want to be a cold-blooded Hitman who travels the world and carries out varied and cool contracts, this game is for you. I really enjoyed it, and this edition, it definitely adds a lot of value to the experience when compared to the base game. One last thing before scoring: I've recently started a series called the Hitman Diaries where I take on each mission from this game. I'll put a link in the comments and the description if you're interested in watching that. So my score for Hitman Game of the Year Edition is 8.5 out of 10. Very good value, plenty to do, and yeah, this is my second or third time playing it, and it does improve with age. Okay, that's the review. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, join, whatever takes your fancy. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Cheers.